Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company. Welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I'm sitting beside everyone's favorite boatless angler. We've got Antonio with us today. Today folks, we're going to be running the American Smelt crankbait and we're going to be doing some trolling. And I've decided to go with the gold, and Antonio, you went with the blue.
Yep.
I'm surprised you didn't pick the purple because we're out here on Lake Erie and purple is a good color on Erie.
I was debating, but I chose the blue.
Okay, all right. So blue it is for you, gold for me. We're gonna troll along the shoreline today, and I'm in 25 feet right now. These will dive 20 feet, no problem. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of just do some S-curves and go into maybe 20 feet, come out to 28, maybe I might touch 30, come back in, but basically I want to hover around that 25-foot area, and I'm going to put about 100, I like to run about 100 to 120 feet behind the boat. I'm going to troll slow as I can. If I can't go too slow with this big motor, I'll just put the small one in, but we got a nice little chop on the water, right?
Perfect.
Nice little chop, just breaking up that sunlight and hopefully turning these fish on. So it'd be nice to get into some bass and some walleye. I mean, you'll catch either of them on the American Smelt. So we'll see what happens. We got ourselves a beautiful day, and as opposed to putting the rod in the rod holder, I have the rod holder here. I'll show you. I could put the rod in the rod holder and just sit back and relax, and that's fine. When you get a hit, just set the hook. But by having that rod in that position, it's forcing that American Smelt up. I want it to stay down. I want to stay down deep, right down there in the strike zone. So I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to hold it with the rod tip pointing down, just like that. And the other advantage is it's a lot more fun because you feel the bite, you set the hook. It's a lot more fun if you're going to troll. Okay, so right now I'm in 22 feet. There's a lot of boats around here, so I'm just going to also maneuver around the boats, see if we can get into some fish. So glad you could join us, folks. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, that didn't take long.
Didn't take long at all, but guess what? I think he just went into a rock.
Come on.
Well, no, he's there. No, he's there. He's there. Okay, so that didn't take long at all of maybe 1 minute. Maybe two, hey?
Maybe two.
The gold has struck first. The gold. Oh boy. That's what I mean about holding the rod. I felt them hit, and then all of a sudden I just got a pile of weight, and I thought, he gave me a few head shakes, and then it felt like, okay, did he go into a rock or something? But no, that's all him. That's all fish. That's all fish.
Is it heavy?
It's pretty heavy.
Maybe you got a big one.
Big walleye, maybe? It's not a bass because, well, I shouldn't say that. But usually a bass would come up and break the surface, right?
By now, yeah, for sure.
Right? But you never know.
Be a big drum.
It could be. You'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd get a good laugh out of that, wouldn't you? That's okay. You know me, I don't mind catching sheephead. I love catching sheephead. In fact, they are a lot of fun to catch.
They are. They fight good.
Right?
Yeah.
But now you got my curiosity up. I don't know. I'd like to see what it is.
It's fighting like a walleye.
He is, isn't he?
It's just very little fight.
But guess
looks
what?
like a bass.
Oh, it looked like a bass. Hey, it's hard to just got a glimpse. It is a bass.
Oh wow.
It's a bass, and a nice one too. I got myself a nice smallie. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, good fish. There we go.
He's blind in one eye.
Is he? Okay, well, you had no trouble finding that bait. Well, there's also rattles in that bait too, right? You know what? I want to grab a quick photo of that fish real quick, and we're going to get him right back in the water again. All right, thanks for that photo op, Antonio.
No problem.
Hey, that's a nice smallie right there. Totally surprised me because he did not, I repeat, he did not come up at all. He just stayed down and hunkered down. That's a beautiful bass. Okay, see you later, Mr. Smallie. So, gold took a couple minutes to strike.
Blue's next.
Blue's next?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see. We're in 25 feet. Let's fire us back up again. Gonna let out about another 120 feet of line. And I'm trying to troll it slower, but that was a 2.5 mile an hour troll with this big motor. But well, so far it paid off, so we'll see. I like to troll slower for walleye, but we are looking for bass today as well. So maybe 2.5 mile an hour is a happy medium. Okay, you got your line in?
Yep.
All right, let's put it in the gear here. 25 feet, let's head out to about 28 and zip our way back in again. Go, that struck again. I got Antonio thinking now. I'll tell you why I went with gold today, even though we got a bright sun out. Normally the water here on Lake Erie, crystal clear. Not today. Well, we're actually fishing down from 18 Mile Creek, and you get a lot of that murky water coming into the lake, and it's really murked things up over here. So between that and a lot of gobies on Lake Erie, I opted to go with the gold. But honestly, Antonio, I think you should go with the purple because it's got a nice silver, nice silver body, and then the purple is a great color. Or of course, you could always just go with gold too. Okay, another nice bite. So what we're gonna do, we just trolled very little here. We're gonna turn around and troll and go back because there's fish holding in that area. This one again, 23 feet. You stand down there, kind of like that last one did, but that last one surprised me. Smallie, could be another bass. I don't know. Yeah, he's fighting. Whatever it is. Yeah, he's tugging.
Bass?
I don't know yet. Hard to say. He's kind of fighting like a walleye, but that last one, like I say, surprised me. No, he's coming up. He's coming up. It's a bass. Just started to come up now. Look at the coloration on that bass. Beautiful colors on that bass. Look at that. Oh, that is super, super nice. The coloration on this fish. Look at that. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Very
Pattern
careful.
on it.
Hey, beautiful, yeah. Nice pattern, chunky fish. And no worse for wear. Can't see that other hook. Just get that out. I'll just use the pliers. It's just easier. Keep your fingers away from the trebles. But yeah, that's a beautiful fish, eh? Look at that chunk. That's a nice chunky smallie right there, but I like the colors on that fish. But if you hold them in the belly, it kind of, I don't know, it relaxes them sometimes, eh? They don't flop around all over. You hold them in the belly. Okay, let's get them back in. See you later, Mr. Smallie. Okay, what do you say? Let's go back and just troll that little area. What color?
Put the purple on.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right. Of course, I'm going to stick with the blue. You got the purple.
You got gold.
I'm going to stick with the gold. I like blue on Lake Ontario. Lake Erie, I like more purple. And of course, gold. Okay, we're in 21 feet now. Let's get the boat turned around and make our way back. I'm averaging about 2.5 mile an hour troll. So, might be well, it's not too fast for walleye, but it's definitely not too fast for bass, that's for sure. Okay, in we go. 20 feet right now, so I'll kind of veer out a bit and come back in.
Gold strikes again.
Gold on the bronze. The bronze back, also known as black bass, known as smallies. They got a few nicknames. And I'm pretty sure it's a bass because he came right up, so it's got to be a smallie. Did you see him, Antonio, or no?
Not at all.
You didn't see him, eh?
No.
Well, he came up, and that's not like a walleye, so. Nice. Just as we turn the boat, going in the other direction. See the advantage? Oh yeah, it's a smallie. The advantage of trolling is that you're able to cover a lot of ground relatively quickly. Whereas if the fish are more concentrated, you jig for them, that's fine. But if they're scattered, look at the colors on this. Trolling is a good alternative. Hey, another nice fish. Look at the colors. I'm impressed by the colors today. If you leave them in there, just gonna see if I take that. It's just hooked just ever so slightly there in the side of the mouth. There we go. Oops. Look at that chunk. Hey?
Fish, yeah.
That's a nice chunky smallie right there. Beautiful. Let's do the old belly rub here. There we go, the old belly rub. That's just a gorgeous, gorgeous smallmouth bass right there. Okay. And away he goes.
Good one.
Gold's doing it today. Now, I don't know if I brought any more gold,
That's okay.
but the purple is a great color. We're gonna put it in gear. We'll swing back, we'll tow back, and we'll do another drift around there. But you know what, folks? This technique is called flatlining. It's very, very, very easy to do. Anyone can do it, and I encourage you to hold your rod in your hand as you're trolling for a little more fun, a better hook set. It's just it makes for a better day. Okay, are you in already? I'm making a turn.
I noticed.
Remember I said we're going to go back? Okay, now we're in. And the other thing, when you put your line in the water, if you're not sure exactly, if you watch your spool or count how many wraps, unwraps you do, you'll be able to get out to the exact same distance every single time. Otherwise, a line counter reel will do it too, but I didn't bring my line counter. Oh, fish! Fish!
Wow.
Look. Oh my goodness. It pays to have different colors available because, holy,
Jump.
different colors work on different days under different conditions. And you know what? I think I might have another gold in there for you. It's clear that gold it's doing it today. Sometimes that happens, but honestly, with this water clarity being the way it is, murky like this, I really like that gold option. Really, really like that gold option. Okay, I'm using 100% fluorocarbon line, which is nice because it has a little bit of stretch, not as much as mono. But this rod I'm using is a slow action rod. It bends, so it's good for setting the hook when you're trolling. If you've got braided line when you're trolling, you want to have an extra long leader line and really take your time before you set the hook, because you'll pull the hook right out of the fish's mouth. Let's see what we got here. He came to the surface, right?
I saw him break surface.
Yeah, so it's a bass. Another nice bass, I'm sure. He's staying down there too. How deep? 24.
24.
This technique is also working. Weaving in and out is also working. It's just a winning combination today. And the wind looks like it's calmed down. We lost that little bit of a chop that we had on the water. Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh, that's a good one. That is a solid fish. Look at that. That's a beauty. Okay, we got to grab another photo of this one. Look at this fish. We got to take a picture for our Facebook and Instagram friends. That
Nice one.
is a beautiful, beautiful Lake Erie smallmouth bass. How about a quick photo?
Sure.
Okay.
There you
Beautiful. Thank you, Antonio. And that's a nice, solid fish.
Chunky.
He's heavy. Heavy fish. Just the one treble in him. Just the one. I'll just pop it out there. Just like that. Look at that chunk. That is a solid 4.5 pounds right there. Solid 4.5 pounder. Beautiful, beautiful bass. Okay, now for the fun part. The belly release. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Beautiful fish. Okay. And off like a bullet. Flat line trolling. Easy to do. Do a little S pattern. 110, 120 feet behind the boat. Beautiful day. Give it a try sometime. If you haven't been out lately, get on out there. Get a line wet. We're going to crack some lunch open.
go. Sounds good.
Okay, we're going to fire up. And we're going to sit back. Get the lines back out there again. crack open our lunch and have ourselves a beautiful lunch out here. It's a great day. So glad you're able to spend some time with us today. Today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. As always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing. That was a nice fish.
Good one.
Good fish.